Ladies and gentlemen, it's the week 7 preview. That's crazy. Week 7 preview, almost halfway through the season. That makes me very sad, but a huge pivotal week. A lot of tight spreads, tight matchups, big games incoming to continue the race in the AFC and NFC. Justin, are you ready?
We'll get into last night's games, but I think week 6 of 2025 was officially the most winning week in HBT history. Excited to talk about it, and I'm ready.
Burke, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. I be going hard every day, shooting far, NBA, NFL, on replay, MLB, major wave, other artists, minor league. I wish we could stop and see who was in your top 5. Scratch that, top 3. MJ, LeBron, and every other discussion. Cross you up while the shooter in the corner be cutting. No, I'm new to the game, call this my introduction. While these topics hitting harder than the snare and percussion. Why do all these other sports opinions always go and lack facts? Only real place left to listen? How about that?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the How About That podcast presented by Bleacher Heads. You can check them out at bleacherheads.com. Zach's got the brand new Field Position Matter shirt on. I think Field Position mattered a lot in last night's games. Yep. I got on our HBT Big Ten logo. We also have the HBT NFL logo. We got the Indiana Jones one we talked about. We got in plethora. College basketball is starting.
You get excited.
On Bleacher Head.
I'm surprised
I'm
right
getting
now.
excited.
This energy from you, I'm not used to.
Yeah, for code HBT15 for 15% off your order. Yeah. Check them out. Yeah, I'm excited for basketball season. I think it's a little bit of a renaissance for me. You saw me learn real quickly how intense trying to get to the NCAA tournament can be.
Yes.
I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't prepared for it. I don't think I handled it mentally well. We officially had a reset with the Rutgers basketball program, getting back to our old ways. And it's allowed me to focus and get excited because like the pressure of expectation in college basketball, I wasn't built for. And so getting back to your old ways, allowing yourself to like be excited to watch good basketball excites me. So I've been trying to dive into, some podcasts, some things Ken Palm released, looked at that. So anytime I find a take that I am excited about, NBA or NCAA basketball, I'm ripping it to you and Mitch.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, college basketball is my favorite sport. I would watch literally any game in college basketball. I can't get enough of it. So I'm very excited for the season to begin. I mean, it's all eyes on Purdue. I mean, there's so many great storylines heading into the season, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So maybe we do a little college basketball preview. I don't know who's another. We could probably get somebody else on who could chop it up with your level of knowledge on it.
Always get our guy Jay Fleming back on.
Yeah, that'd be electric. Yeah. So yeah, get yourself ready. They got a bunch of great gear for the Big Ten teams. I know specifically IU, Purdue, like that's their two main things at Bleacherheads. So check them out, bleacherheads.com, code HBT15 for 15% off your order. Zach, we're recording this on Tuesday because it's fine. I don't know. Is it finals week for you?
It's my last week of my class, but it's not a final. We just have our presentation.
Okay, I got finals week. So we're doing it a little early. We're doing it Tuesday. Obviously, it's going to release Thursday morning. Whenever we do this, something major always happens Tuesday night or Wednesday, which is funny. But so that's where we're at right now. Last night, I think we got to touch on the games because both of them were electric. I think it was the best double Monday night slate we've had.
Yes.
In a long time. And next week we have one, and we'll get into the schedule.
We'll get into that. Yep, I'm sure we both have the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But your thoughts on last night's game? I don't know which one you want to touch on first.
Let's go to the Bills. That was the first game. I love the 7-15, 8-15 setup.
Yes.
I mean, the Bills have some real issues.
Yes.
This team can't tackle. This team can't cover. They have the worst safeties in football. Trey White starting at corner. Like, yeah, you can always buy me into the offense finding itself again, and like they'll figure it out. And I have worries about the offensive side too, but they at least have Josh. I don't know, man. I don't see it this year. I think Kansas City's so far ahead of them. And then, I hate to be the schedule guy, but when you do lose a game like that and you do see they only beat Baltimore and like it is like they have really, they're not that good. I don't know. It's kind of weird. They're not that good.
No. Yeah, I think Buffalo, I was kind of just reading about it before and people were like, this is kind of their first big test. I know they're 4-1. They're the team to beat in the NFL, it felt like this year. Everyone else stinks. You're like, wow, Buffalo, the doors are just opening for them. And last night was kind of the first time where we really got to see this team, looking back on the schedule, play a competent team. Defensively, they could not stop the run to save their life.
Oh my God.
The amount of times they had 3 guys, I feel like, at the line of scrimmage meeting the run play, and Algier or Robinson would just get 7 yards was insane. They couldn't cover. They're getting injured everywhere. I felt there was the second quarter was like every guy was going down. And then on the offensive side, I think that they're having the Pat Mahomes issue of, what would it be, 4 years ago, where, all they have right now is Shakir. And no one else can get separation. There's no one really for Josh to go to. I thought that they went away from the run game too early. James Cook was dealing last night. And then, but all of this says, what does Josh Allen do when he feels like he has to win the game? That was the issue that I always had with him. He starts getting stupid. We saw that, third quarter, 4th down play where he...
That stupid shovel pass.
And I get, he probably felt the pressure off the edge. There was so much time to just throw that ball. You're in NFL court. You can throw that ball normally.
He's got the strongest arm in the league. Yeah.
No reason for the flip there. And then Joe Brady getting cute on another, I think was it a third down?
Third and one.
Yeah, where they tried to run that sweep. I hate those plays when you need to get 1 yard. Josh just has a bad handoff there. But offensively, I just think their explosion's gone with, obviously some injuries, don't really have a true wide receiver 1. And when we see that, Josh Allen just kind of tries to put things on his shoulder, and that's when he makes mistakes and tries to do too much. So I think when we look at this year in the NFL, like you said, Kansas City's kind of becoming the team to beat. I don't see it on either side right now of the league, of a team who's like, we are now 6 weeks, we're a third of the way into the season, and I have absolutely no idea what these AFC and NFC championship games will look like, because I don't have the teams that I have confidence in talent wise are way behind, and the teams that I should have confidence in have major issues that I don't know where the fix is.
Yeah, this is starting to feel like when the Chiefs played Houston in the divisional game, where it was a really weird start, and then the Chiefs came back and rolled them, and then they played
the one we watched at Ole McGee's.
Yeah.
That was, and then what a game.
In the AFC Championship, he played this Titans team who's like this frisky team, and that's probably like the Colts or the Steelers or the Chargers or New England. I mean, I think that as of right now, this is the Chiefs' easiest path, not only to get to the Super Bowl, but to win it. Sunday night, they look great. You and I have been saying the whole time, we're not pressing the panic button, but Buffalo's concerns are real issues. And like Atlanta, basically it was Bijan, and then when it wasn't on third down, it was just, where's Drake London, and Buffalo couldn't stop him. I mean, the game should have been over at halftime if Drake London gets in the end zone on that last play of the half, which was insane that they had a chance to score there. But Atlanta's not very good offensively, despite all the talent in the run game. Penix is just I didn't leave that game being problem. Penix is right. There's a quarterback issue there.
So many throws.
Yep.
He kept Buffalo in the game.
Yes, 100 well put. And then Atlanta has a chance to fully put away the game. They throw the ball, and it should have been a pick six.
Yeah,
they dropped it. I don't know what they were doing. I don't love Raheem. But Jeff Ulbrich, the defensive coordinator who's with the Jets, is really good. And he's got these guys flying around. Jesse Bates is a stud. The young defensive ends play well. So Atlanta's frisky, but man, that's not it. They dominated Buffalo.
They feel like they're a quarterback away.
They really
and I don't know what that answer is, but I don't think it's a Penix thing. I'm curious if Kirk has any mobility left, because if he did, he would be that was why they didn't play. They sat him last year. I mean, he couldn't move. Obviously, when you're 55 years old, you're getting ready for Social Security and your Achilles blows. Like, guys don't get back to the pickleball court, let alone the NFL field. So, but yeah, and like the biggest thing defensively for Atlanta, I hope all of my defensive coaches from my teams are watching that, because it's like, yeah, good things happen when you rush more than four guys.
So aggressive.
And they were aggressive the entire game, and everyone was like, this Buffalo offensive line is phenomenal, and all of a sudden they had no time. No time to throw the ball. Yeah.
There's no fear. Like, who are you just, I mean, you said it. Keon Coleman's like a less talented AD Mitchell, which is like saying something. Like with Kincaid's out, like it feels like they're an Olave team, a receiver team, and but I don't think if they do get some receiver one, which they won't, but even if it is a Waddle, a lot, like the defense is the issue. So I don't know, man. I think their concerns are long term and real. And McDermott, we're both not huge McDermott guys, so.
No, what was the thing that we were complaining about him doing something?
You didn't like his glasses.
He got those new. I didn't like the glasses.
You didn't like the glasses.
Yeah, and I think defensively, obviously a lot of that there was some injury problems going on, which doesn't help. But at the end of the day, like you said, their secondary is a mess. They have to win in shootouts, and I don't feel any confidence that they can win in shootouts. So we saw a lot of weaknesses that every NFL team saw on tape and are going to be able to exploit moving forward. So I think if they do get a wide receiver one somehow, that does help them a lot, just because now all of a sudden Shakir cannot be the wide receiver one guy. They do have a lot of talent in the tight end department, but they're going to have to win with the ball in their hands last, I think, every time. And to win 3 games in the winter to just get to the Super Bowl is very tough to do with that being the way that you win football games.
I mean, hell, have you seen New England's remaining schedule? Like, you have a potential concern of winning your division, which is Buffalo fans have to be like, you've got to be kidding me with New England.
I could not imagine being a Buffalo fan if New England wins this division.
But it's a real thing. Like, New England's schedule is such a joke. So
the beauty of being last place. If you're last place one year, and you find something, it's awesome.
That's why there's always a fourth to first team.
Yep, and it's all schedule strength. Because it is. Now all of a sudden you're the first place team. You're playing everybody tough. So
yeah, I mean the top teams in the AFC right now are the Colts, Steelers, Chargers, New England. It is 2005 all over again here in the AFC. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Herbert. You just wish that the Steelers had a young guy, just because you'd be like, all right, we got Herbert.
I know.
We got Danny. We got Drake May, and it's just like I would love to throw somebody in there, but it's like, we got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he runs it.
Yeah.
He runs the fun. Game 2, another thriller.
What a game. It went their way.
It went their way, and they didn't think it was going to go their way until the kick went through, and I still don't think they believe it went their way.
Yeah. They're waiting to wake up.
This is 2 wins now, where it's just games Bears don't win. The Raiders game and this game, and that feels like a new era. I think the biggest takeaway from this game was I thought this was Ben's best game. His identity in Detroit is running the football. That's what he wants to do. Everything else comes from that. And DeAndre Swift looked like the best version we've ever seen him.
Dude, he was
last
so
night.
good.
I mean, he was awesome.
And then you take him off the field and you bring in Kyle Monangai, who also is making plays, who could start on pretty much all the NFL team. Rutgers running, it might be RBU, to be honest with you, but that's a different conversation.
Really impressed. I think it was good for them to have a bye early on, so Ben Johnson could be like, okay, we're 4 weeks in. What are we? What do we look like? Let's fix some stuff. And clearly the run game was at the top of that. Don't think it was Caleb's best game, but he did. He was fine.
Did enough. And there was mistakes around him too. I think there was mistakes everywhere. Caleb had his fair share of mistakes, but to win football games like that, when your quarterback didn't play best, there was mistakes everywhere. Sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to make sure that we.
No, you're right. I mean, if he throws, there's 2 plays. He throws the back shoulder to Rome for a touchdown that gets called back. Perfect throw. He throws the crosser to Zacchaeus. In late in the fourth, that if Zacchaeus catches it, he probably goes 80 yards. The narrative completely changes, right? So, it's easy to do that with Caleb. But he did enough. And the Commanders are just, they're missing Terry and some guys, but this is why you and I didn't love them. They just are a weird team. They're a really weird team. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. They're kind of like up and down throughout the entire course of the game. I think like the last 3 weeks they've had double digit
Yep.
deficits. And I know that there was Jaden was out for some of those games as well. I was one of the same thing. I didn't watch really the first half too much, just kind of flipping back and forth. I was more focused on the Buffalo game.
Yep.
And the moment I switched all my attention to it, Washington looked like the best team in the NFC all of a sudden, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then when they needed to, like, here's the thing I think that separates, and it's a thing that like, and I'm not calling Chicago a great team, but it is a thing that good to great teams is a big differentiator. When you need to run the football to win games, when they got the ball, Chicago got the ball, and they needed to get into field goal range. They ran the football when they needed to just kind of get closer to make it a lot easier because there was not a lot of confidence. They continued to run the football, and they were able to lean on them at the end of the football game. On the other side, Washington couldn't really run the ball at all. And they had to get some third down luck with penalties, some big third down passes, but it felt like every time that there was like 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 6. And so I think that's the difference. It's a lot easier to win football games when you're not finding yourself needing to make those big plays all the time.
It was crazy too, because at the end of the game, you're like, okay, he's going to throw it now. They're going to throw it now. They're going to throw it now. And they kept running it. And like, sure, if they get stuffed a couple of times, then you can get mad. But 8 yards, 12 yards, like they just ran the 2-minute drill, running the football all the way down to set up the field goal. And good for Jake Moody. Kickers is all about your situation. Like, he just needed to get out of San Fran, and good for him coming up huge for the Bears. That's a huge win. I mean, now you look at the Bears' schedule. You got the Saints, Bengals. I know they play the Ravens coming up, but the Ravens have been bad. Like, there's opportunities there for them.
It's just the mentality of just going in, being like, we played a sloppy football game, and we were able to beat one of the top half teams in the NFC, like easily top half teams, if not top third, just because of how bad the NFC is.
Right.
On the road, there's just got to be some momentum going on in the locker room that they haven't had, and I think that I know DJ Moore went to the hospital. I don't know what that was, but I figured he'd be okay. But the DeAndre Swift, he was awesome. I think their wide receiver core is getting better every week.
Awesome.
Caleb is looking better every week, and there's still so much room for improvement for him. Really, really excited about the Bears and excited for my Bears friends.
Huge win. Just a game they don't win, and I think they're still in shock. But 3-2, and all of a sudden, it's looking a lot different for them. So, big week upcoming for them too as the Saints come into town. Let's get into the Week 7 slate. Caterpillar. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I'm up 9.
I didn't even want to do the math, but I know it was bad. I just don't understand how you get myself here every time. I mean, back-to-back blowouts losing.
This week wasn't really even that bad in the picks. It was the blowout, the upset.
Yeah. Because I think I won on the picks, right?
Yeah, but then you went -1 and I went +1.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the story of my life. So,
a lot of ball left, but
tough.
Need to have a week. You need to have a week.
Yeah, need to have a week.
What is your on the HBT 1, 2, 3? What is your one?
My one is, and I'm sure you're going to talk about it. I don't think it's the most bold prediction ever, but it's a winner go home game in the Miami Cleveland game, right? I think it's a winner go home game. So we got 2 coaches, 1 and 5, who, if they lose, you're 1 and 6.
Like loser gets fired.
Yes.
Okay.
Winner go home for the head coach.
Yes. Okay.
Stefanski is not as much. I think on McDaniels. If you lose this game, like to the 1 and 5 team, it's over.
Right.
You're done. I think that's the easier one. The Stefanski one, I think, is more of the bold prediction.
Yep.
I think Stefanski's a great head coach. I know that you think Stefanski's a great head coach.
Yep.
I just don't know if it's like, if you do this again, they've gone so far down over the last couple of years. It's almost like the Vrabel conversation of, at some point, do we just have to reset and bring in new life? I think the Shador thing is going to be interesting to monitor because if Shador, like if they lose this game and they're 1-6 and he is not fired, the moment Shador plays, I think he's getting a lot of pressure because he's supposed to be a QB guy. Dylan Gabriel, did you see the TikTok that went viral of the worst throws in week 6? And it was 8 and they were all Dylan Gabriel. Terrible. Like I just think he's bad. Offensively they're bad and you can say it's talent, but I just think when we look around the league, there's going to be a lot of an owner could get very frustrated with even though they have you could say a lack of talent, just how far they've gone downhill the last 3 years. So I think it's a winner go home game for both sides, something to monitor. It'd be very interesting to have 2 vacancies already before the middle of October officially hits.
For sure. Who do you have going home?
I have Stefanski going home. I think Miami has shown a little bit of life offensively. This might be a first team to 10 wins. I have zero faith in this offense for the Browns. Zero faith. I think Dylan Gabriel. Did I go or did you go? Okay, there we go. I think Dylan Gabriel is terrible. They can't score touchdowns. When we look at red zone efficiency, Miami's like top 5 in the league, I think, in red zone touchdown efficiency. If I saw that correctly, Darren Waller's like they're at least starting to find some stride with offense. I think this is going to be a low scoring, 17-6 game. And if they don't score double digits at home, I just don't know how. I just don't know how the Browns win this game. I don't. They would have to have 8 turnovers and hold Miami to 6 points for them to win this game, and I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I like the Browns. I think McDaniel's getting fired. I think I'm basically betting on a defensive touchdown. I think it will happen for Cleveland at home. And they're going to win it 13-10. I think
it's very viable. I don't have confidence in this pick for Miami. But
no, I mean, I agree. They've definitely shown life on offense. You've lost 2 games basically at the buzzer to go to 1-5. Now you got to go to Cleveland. I think it's going to be a lifeless team, and it's going to be the end of McDaniel.
Yeah. What if they win and they both get fired? Is there a way that both go home?
Yeah. If they win 6-3, then it's get everybody out.
Yeah. I just think when we look at talent wise, Miami has to be able to score the football. They have.
And Cleveland's got a good defense.
They do. No, they do. But I think the defense also at some point is going to quit. That's another issue. I think second half, if they haven't scored a touchdown in the first half, I think it's a quitting defense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you and I are basically going against each other on who's going to quit. I'm saying it's the Finns. You were saying it's the Browns. It's the Quitter Bowl.
The Quitter Bowl.
Yeah.
When are we going home in the Quitter Bowl?
I actually we'll get to it later. They are going to be I am going to be watching it. So, I'm actually interested to see that game. But one difference early on to start things off. My one in the HBT 1, 2, 3 is the loser of the Vikings Eagles game will miss the playoffs. I know the Vikings, that's not as hot of a take since we have doubts about, I don't even know who's playing quarterback this week. As that's the only issue on a Tuesday. We're not, injury reports are going to come out, whatever. But for the Eagles, I think if they lose this game, it's a year from hell, and it's going to go way south before it gets better. They still played a ton of tough games. They still have a bunch of divisional games. If they lose this game, I was going through it. I mean, I had them at 8 losses. So and if the Vikings lose, your division's already really tough. You kind of have to win this game coming off a bye. Eagles are coming off 10 days rest. So and I just trust this Vikings coaching staff way more right now. And I don't even know who's taking a snap for the Vikings, but I'm taking the Vikings. I'm sure the Eagles, Jalen Carter will be back. He fixes a lot. I think he's one of their most important players, but Flores is set in the house. We've seen what Jalen looks like this year. And I just trust the Vikings coaching staff way more than this Philly staff on a longer rest. So I think this is the game where it really turns south for Philly. I'm going with the upset with the Vikes.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
A lot of tough games this week.
I feel like the Vikings can score. I think somebody's gonna have to get a defensive stop. I've been trying to flip back and forth on this one.
Yep.
My thought process here is I agree. Offensively, I don't know how Philly necessarily moves the football.
Yep.
I don't know how Minnesota necessarily moves the football.
No.
I want to say talent-wise, I'm going Philly, and here's why, basically. I think defensively, it's almost a wash from scheme versus talent. I think offensively, quarterback-wise, it's a wash. Just because Jalen's been so bad. And
yep.
I'm just going to say that talent-wise, Philly has... But, like, do they even have... I don't like. Do they have an advantage on...
I don't know. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell, it sounds like he isn't going to play. So you've got Ringo...
The secondary is a problem. I just don't know how they throw the ball. But like,
I know. That's the issue. It's like, can they capitalize? Because you got Adoree and Ringo out there who have been horrific. Horrific. But, yeah, does JJ even have time to... Or whoever's playing quarterback have time to get it to him? I don't know.
I don't know. If they do have time, can they still get the ball to him?
I think this game's going to have everything. Stupid turnovers, big plays, low scoring though still, like within that. Like, it's a really weird matchup.
Here's a question.
Okay.
Does Minnesota score 17 points? I mean, more 17 or more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take Minnesota.
Okay.
You convinced me. Here's why I asked that question, and I say that. They've played tough defense. Philly's played some tough defenses this year, the last month. Tampa Bay, I kind of put a wash just because Baker, that was his worst game of the year.
Yep.
By far. They haven't scored more than 17 points the last 2 weeks. I don't know if they can. I don't know. I don't foresee 17 points or more than 17 points getting scored by Philly. So that was basically my determining factor. I don't know. I have zero confidence in that pick.
No,
it's going to be such an interesting watch.
I know it is. I'm excited to watch it. But yeah, I have no.
I could talk this game in circles.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it for blowout of the week, upset of the week. Like, this game could go literally any way. You could tease both teams. You'd probably win.
You could tease the over or the under.
Correct.
Because what is the over under?
What do you think it is?
43 according to, and so you can get what 37.5. So
yeah,
if one team gets to 20, I don't know.
But you basically said that's not happening.
50.
So
yeah. You can tease the over. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I would vote the stay away game of the week if that was ever a thing for this show. But
so you're
no faith in that pick.
You're locking in the Vikings.
Yeah, race to 17.
Okay, race to 17.
We got a race to 10 and a race to 17 right now. As our two games that we talked about.
It's not good. I mean, the product is bad. We've talked about this for weeks. Like, it's just not there. So, let's get to your question. What's your two?
Who can build in the NFC versus AFC playoffs? I think that this is actually a week that has some interesting matchups for us to monitor. First and foremost, and then we can go maybe touch on the ones that you like to pay attention to. Colts Chargers. It's going to be a shootout. The winner of that game, like, you're either going to get 6-1 or 5, and both teams 5-2. Just kind of, we're going to get a better picture of the AFC playoffs. NFC wise, Falcons 49ers. Falcons win 4-2. Niners win 5-2. Interesting to note for the
Massive
NFC.
Game. Yeah.
And then also staying in the NFC, Bucks Lions. That's the same exact situation as we have for Colts Chargers. So I think when we look at this week, we're getting some top end games, which is exciting. 3 games that I think are going to be a good just pace setter for. Because here's the thing, we talked about it with Buffalo. Like, every team you look at schedule wise, you're going to be able to say, have they played anybody? Or like half their games they haven't played, because half the league has 1 win or whatever. A third of the league has 1 win. So I think that these are some tone setter games that give us a better picture of the playoffs. Is there any of these games that you have a question on that we should maybe start with?
I'd probably start with the Bucks Lions. I mean, gosh, you got Texans Seahawks. If the Texans lose 2-4, Seahawks, like the AFC NFC games, the The Rams Jags is really important. Like, there's a lot of teams that just can't afford a loss this weekend. Bucks Lions is just interesting to me because, like, at one point, can the Bucks just not get away with this? Like, I assume they're going to have no one out there again on Monday night. But then the Lions don't have Brian Branch now, which is a massive loss for them because he was a moron and threw a punch at Juju after the game. So that one doesn't matter as much for the standings because I think we both believe in these two teams. I guess the one that I should focus on is Falcons-Niners because I don't believe in either of these teams. So I think a loss here would be pivotal. So I don't know what I trust more, though, because the 49ers lose Fred Warner, heart of their defense, heart of their team. Offensively, we don't really know what it's going to look like, but we know the Falcons' defense is good. But still, we don't trust Penix. So, like, I struggled with this game the most because I don't know what unit I believed in the most. I ended up going with the Falcons because I believe in their defense the most of these 4 units. But, I mean, it's a bit like there's so many teams who really can't afford to go to 3 losses right now in their position. The 49ers, especially in the NFC West, are probably at the top of that.
And if the Seahawks win, too, they beat the Texans, which it feels like I haven't watched the Texans in a year.
They haven't played
that bye
since
week is
week 1. Yeah, they played the Ravens and the
long.
Titans the week before, so you haven't watched the Texans.
I haven't. And I don't really care to watch this team at all.
No.
Who do you think is? I mean, I know Brock's questionable right now, as of now where we stand. Who would you rather have play for you as the 49ers?
It's probably Brock.
I was wondering if it was. I almost kind of want to go the other way.
You can. You really could. Just because Brock's a little more athletic, like Mac just goes down. I don't know.
Yeah, and he didn't have the best week. The Niners. Here's a question. Here's a question: is there going to be a tie this week? Because we're 3 games where I'm just talking in circles. I don't know what to think about any of these games.
I could see a tie. I could see a tie in a lot of these games. Yes. I would bet overtime in almost every one of these games. I bet you'd profit.
You're going to walk away with some cash.
I mean, there's so many spreads that are under a field goal. 2, 3.5, 2, 1.5, 3. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting week. This is going to be a definitely sit on your couch all day week.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Niners, and here's why.
Okay.
I think a spot, spot-wise, Atlanta's coming off a big win.
Love to fade them. Yep.
You never want to see that, really. I think that the Fred Warner loss is huge, but I trust Saleh. Also, it's a team that I think, as sad as it is to say, is used to losing big names.
Yep. Kittle's back.
And so I trust that San Francisco is going to be able to move the football no matter what. If Bijan is not getting chunk plays, like here's the thing: we saw Bijan play maybe one of the best games ever, and they almost blew it.
Correct.
The moment that has to go into Bijan hands, I have zero faith in what's going to happen. I'm just kind of going to fade. I'm just going to fade the Falcons here a little bit. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be another ugly game where I don't know.
I feel like it's going to be raining at this game.
You want to have the ball last.
It just feels like it's going to be raining.
It should be. This should not be a nice weather game.
No.
No, I have we keep talking about games that I just can't. I have not been able to wrap my mind around at all. And this
is when we started this, I had 4 spots open where I just had to put in a team.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that one's hard. The Lions-Bucks one, I'm going Lions because I just don't think the Bucks can continue it. I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think either defense is very good right now. I think the Bucks still do find a way to score, but I think the Lions are better than what they showed against the Chiefs Sunday night. Their offense is still intact. I expect them to play better at home with their crowd on Monday night, so I'll take the Lions in that one.
I also had the Lions there. I think you said it best. The Lions are going to be able to score. we'll see if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can pull it off again with just nobody back there. I mean, this
It's like
team
they
might be
can't
a
keep
Super
getting away
Bowl.
with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Lions definitely. If you think Dan Campbell isn't going to have that team up and ready to just bite a kneecap come Monday night, I don't know what you've been paying attention to for a while.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
it is going to be a shootout. First team to 35.
Yeah,
maybe.
that one's the opposite of what we've been saying. Like it's going to be high scoring.
I could see some maybe Baker mistakes.
Yep.
Just tries to force it. But yeah, when what Tez Johnson and Sterling Shepard are his targets right now.
It's crazy. Tez Johnson MVP.
Tez Johnson MVP. Yes.
So you do have that. But
does he get MVP chance now every time he scores?
yes, now it's a thing forever, which is awesome.
Yeah. I agree with that. So I like your take there on the Lions.
Oh man, this week's hard. Here's a spread that's not close. Can the Giants keep the vibes alive against Denver? And I'll just let you talk.
Is that the question?
That's my question.
I think we win this week. And this is I mean, two parts. I think one, the major thing is we talked about on the preview pod. This is such a bad spot for the Denver Broncos. You're flying back. You had one of the worst vibe games ever. They showed zero faith in Bo Nix. Your body is probably all over the place. And now you're playing a team that, like, everybody's going to lower their head and try to, like,
Physical.
hit yours. And so I think it's going to be a turnover conversation. If we play like we did against the Saints, we're going to lose. But if we protect the football, like, now all of a sudden, it also, if we're blitzing, if we're just saying, like, yeah, we are going to have to make Bo, like, we are going to tell Sean Payton, you have to make Bo beat us. And Bo can beat us. Like, I'm not saying that, but I think that we're going to have an interesting conversation here, because if this game stays close and they don't trust Bo, I don't know what is going on in Denver, but it ain't pretty. And I think the Giants are going to put Sean Payton in a corner and just say, make him beat us. You're not going to be able to run the football on us. We've started to play aggressive defense, where it's kind of coming out that all of a sudden Shane Bowen was listening to the guys being like, hey, let us pin our ears back and just go after you. I think that the Giants, any other team, I don't know if this is a spot for us. This is the worst case scenario for Denver. And another thing is I know it's a come down spot. It's a mini bye. Like,
Yeah, that's
that
over.
game,
It's over with.
Come Monday, that
game
game
was a
felt
month
like
ago.
it was a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that we're going to be able to be more physical. It's not going to take more than, like, it's not going to take a shootout for us to win. If we protect the football, I truthfully think that we win this game.
I'm already mad in advance because I have the Giants written down, and, like, all they have to do is not turn over the football. Like you said
Yeah.
it perfectly. And, like, but there's a fine line there. Like, you can't go run, punt. Like, you're going to lose that way too. But, like, if Dart can just take care of the football in this game, I don't think they do trust Bo Nix right now.
No.
That game was stunk out loud. And if he comes out this Sunday and rips it against you guys and they put up 30, I'll eat my words. But something is off there, and I think this game is only going to highlight it more, and it's going to be panic time in Denver. You guys are physical. You run the ball. You pressure. The spread makes no sense to me. Like, I just don't think Denver's this good. I get their defense is awesome, but you guys just run the ball anyways. It's almost better that you don't have weapons. Like, there's nothing that Surtain's gonna, like, weapons as in, like, Surtain's not shadowing anybody. Like,
No, he's not taking. Who are you going to take away, brother?
right. Like,
You
it's
know?
not like, oh, it almost would be worse if you have Neighbors, because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
they're just gonna focus on Surtain on Neighbors. Now it's like, I don't know, we just have to play in our spots, and I don't know who's getting the ball. Like,
Yep.
So it's obviously would be better if they had Malik Neighbors out there. But
No,
you know
but
what I mean.
I 100% agree with what you're saying, because now you don't know where the ball is going. And
Right.
when you take away Neighbors, you take away a lot of the offense.
Yeah,
and
if they took away Garrett
I think
Wilson.
we struggled early to figure out what that identity was. And I think,
Yep.
again, it was like, wait a minute, we can attack anywhere we want. You have no idea where the football's going. So
I'm actually pumped for this game. Like, I expect to win. Like, you guys can beat them.
yeah, I do think that we can beat them. And honestly, like, we should beat them. I really do think that we should beat them. So
That was my question.
which is just weird to say. And again, if Denver played the Jets in New York, I don't know if I'd be having the same conversation. I think I'd be having the conversation, and I probably might still take the Giants just vibes-wise.
Yep.
You can't come across the pond. And also, remember this, Zach, this isn't coming back to the East Coast. This is 2 time zones over, okay? That's 2 extra days of body adjustment, if I remember correctly, from whatever the people always say about how it takes 1 day for every hour. So that's like a 10-hour adjustment. They're not going to be ready. And we're going to be physical. We better be aggressive. If we're not aggressive, I'm going to throw something, probably.
Right. I'm as I told you, I'm already mad. And I hope I don't.
We don't.
I'm already mad at whatever's Dabble's gonna do. Like, don't make me mad.
And if we lose this game because Jackson Dart throws 3 picks, so be it.
So yeah.
If we lose this game because, like you said, we're run, punt, and we're looking like the Jets, Broncos, in
just
London,
praying they have a chance at the end.
now we're angry.
Yep. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's fun to be at 4 o'clock. I haven't been at 4 o'clock in a while. I love 4 o'clock. I hate prime time. Hate it. Still hate it after Thursday. 1 o'clock is just kind of like when you're watching your team get at 1 o'clock and you're not a good football team. You're kind of like, I just want to watch other games. 4 o'clock, you can monitor everything else. You
Yeah,
don't feel like
you're right.
locked in here. I love 4 o'clock.
I just my whole life's been 1 o'clock. So
No, and that's fair. And my whole life had been 4 o'clock pretty much.
right. So
And now I lost it because we stink.
that was my question. What is your second one?
Will the Packers look like a Super Bowl contender? For the love of God.
I took Arizona. I took
did?
Arizona. I did. I did it out of spite. I did it out of spite.
I'm taking Green Bay, but
Go ahead.
my Lord, guys, come on.
I
Just
don't know
show
what else.
some fight.
No, they can't. They're going to sit back. If you're going to sit back, Jacoby can rip the football. Cardinals are way better as an underdog than they are as a favorite. Just that's always kind of their vibe. They're physical. They're good enough on defense. And if the Packers are going to continue to look like what they've looked like, they are going to lose this game. So until I see it change, I'm done. I'm pissed at them. I'm mad at them.
I respect the fact that you're able to. I still haven't been able to go to spite.
I also have a
yet because
9-game lead. I can take a chance. I can take the chance there.
that was disrespectful. I was
No,
making
that's-
respect. No.
that's the fact. That's the fact.
I made a respectful comment of Zach, I love that you're able to I love that you're going spite already. Like, I struggle to do that. You're able to handle your and to just throw that back in my face
I can see how that looked bad. Looked bad. And I apologize.
We'll move on. I'll forget it. I'll put it behind me. I accept your apology.
That's big. Thank you.
If they keep this a 1-possession game, no way they win. No way they win. I mean, at some point, we just have to put the pedal down. My Lord.
They've lost that ability until I see it differently. Like, Arizona is physical. They're feisty. They hang in games. Whether the Arizona is favored by 14 or a 14-point underdog, Arizona's always kind of in the game. And so if you're going to play like the Packers have played, you're asking to lose. So and Arizona's kind of desperate. You're at 2-4. If you lose this, you're kind of selling.
Yeah.
Green Bay, you best come ready.
And
because
you want to know who should feel desperate is Green Bay. They should feel desperate.
Totally.
I mean,
you got the Bears 3-2.
Who do they play next week? Because here's the thing: if they next week have a big game, and they do this, they play the Steelers
Sunday night.
And
are you looking ahead? Oh, the Cardinals might win this game.
And I don't even think it's a look at spot. If they win this game barely, and then they blow out Pittsburgh, I'm actually going to be more mad.
Yeah, they're posers.
Because
you only show
now
up
we're playing the up and down game, and I hate the up and down game.
You've said it. They played their competition so far,
and it better change. Did I see this correctly? That the second favorites to win the Super Bowl right now?
I mean, who else would you
They
have?
are.
Who else would you put?
Chiefs, then Bears, and not Bears.
Oh my God,
that
I
would be
was gonna say.
sick though. Chiefs, then Packers, Bills, the next two are tied.
I think
And
the
then-
Chiefs
and
are
then there's
so
a bit of a
far
gap
ahead
between.
of everyone
Yeah, it's
right
50.
now.
It's a 50-cent difference, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's massive. So
I mean, this is the most ugly thing ever. But I'm not clicking view more. I told you the top three. Guess what the next three are?
in order.
Try to get it in order, but if we can get the three,
So
we're
Chiefs,
Packers,
Packers,
Bills are the next
Bills.
two tied, and then there's three.
I mean, Philly's got to be in there still.
They are
Not next.
not next. They're five.
Detroit.
Detroit's four.
And then
Six.
six
This is
is
an
either
interesting one.
Tampa or Pittsburgh. It's neither. Is it the boys? Who is it?
The Rams.
Oh,
Dude, I don't even see the Pittsburgh Steelers on this list right now, and I have 3, 6, 9.
they're
I got
still-
11 teams.
I'm pretty sure there's still only like minus 140 to win the division.
That is, they don't have to do anything.
No.
They're good. Like we talked
Like,
about
they
in the
could
preview
collapse.
like months ago. They could, but also I think they're built in a way that's like not collapsible.
No, like but I'm saying, even if they do collapse, they're still gonna win.
They 9-8 wins that division.
Right. So I don't get it.
So after the Rams,
and I don't think they're gonna collapse either.
there's a 30-cent or a $3 difference, so plus 1,500, plus 1,800. Colts and Bucks are both there. Then the Broncos, Chargers. Then the Ravens and 49ers. Then the Seahawks, Jaguars, Commanders. Then the Steelers.
That's crazy. So
Plus,
Vegas hates
They're
them.
30-1.
Yeah. But like, are they beating the Chiefs?
And
No.
the Ravens are 22-1. That is crazy. No, they're not. Like none of these teams are. But
I'll
I
tell you
just
what.
think that to say the Ravens, who
What
are
was
in
that? What was that Seattle price?
27.
I like the Seahawks. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. but
Here's the thing, Zach. If they get there,
yeah, I mean, look, the AFC is so
what is
bad.
the-
Pittsburgh could play the Chiefs in the playoffs. Mahomes gets hurt, and like you win. Like I don't know, weird stuff's happened before.
is there the conferences? Okay, conference winners here. The Seahawks are 13-1,
I'd take that.
and the Bucks are 8-1. I mean, I don't have any faith in the Eagles or the Rams.
No.
The Niners are 11-1. That's crazy.
No, the Niners aren't even going to make the playoffs.
Giants 150-1.
Come on now,
Don't let us get hot. Don't let us
hit
get
it now
hot.
before they win Sunday.
Hit it now before they win Sunday. That was a little.
That's
That was a
crazy.
fun side quest. Those odds made no sense. I don't
What
know
game are we even talking about?
Packers.
Yeah,
So they're the second favorite to win the Super Bowl. Favorite to win the NFC. Start acting like it.
start acting like it. Let's go to the 10 p.m. My question: what are we doing?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I can't do that.
No. Like week 2, I said I'm too old for this.
Even
I can't. I'm
9:30.
falling asleep on pre.
10?
9, I'd complain, but 9, I'd be
Right.
like, all right, it's going to be done by 12:30. 10 o'clock?
That's not possible.
Hey, NFL, the West Coast, we're not going to add viewers on the West Coast just because it's at 10 o'clock.
No,
We're
just-
gonna
that
lose
game can't be
viewership.
Monday night.
No. Also, like, can we stop with the doubleheaders on Monday night? I don't like doubleheaders on Monday night.
Yeah, I went 4 games at 4. I don't
Move
like to.
Tampa Bay, Detroit to 4
Yep.
and just call it a day.
Seattle's terrible at home. I think that changes. The Texans haven't played in a year. They've only beaten the Titans and the Ravens, who the Ravens are basically the Titans without Lamar. I don't get it. Like, I get Seattle's offense may struggle against this defense. I do not trust the Texans' offense at all to put up points here. I think Seattle wins and covers.
Yeah, this is going to be there's going to be a CJ Stroud like get him out of Houston after this game.
Yeah.
I don't know how they block that long. I mean, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
So,
let's go to Vizio. What's up, Vizio? We're still here. It's the weekend setup, 3 TVs, 3 Vizio TVs. What is your number one game on the Vizio setup at 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock slate's kind of bad.
Yes.
I went New Orleans, Chicago.
Wow.
I think it's a
I had it too. So, yeah.
Did you have it at 1 or did you have it?
I had it at 2. Yeah, like
2?
number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay. Just a game that I'm excited to watch. Two, like, offenses that we've seen explosions from. They're going to make mistakes. Defenses that can play football. Like, it's just going to be a good matchup. I think it's, when we look at this 1 o'clock slate, like, storyline wise, really the only storyline is, can the Bears continue to build momentum on this? I love the uniform matchup here. It reminds me of the 2006-7 NFC Championship game when Drew Brees played Rex Grossman and it was like snowing there. Like if this game was in December and the Saints come out in black pants, like it's truly the best. But I think it's just going to be a fun game. Like there's really no storylines. Like I think just Rattler versus Caleb Williams, like two guys who were in the same QB locker room together. I guess Caleb Williams started with Rattler getting benched against. Was that Texas or
Texas?
And then Kansas was the next week. So I think it's just going to be an interesting game. I have Chicago. I think it's going to be close. I feel like the Saints fight here.
Yeah, this game terrifies me. I'm taking the Bears. I think it's going to be really close. You said it. I mean, the Bears coming off a massive win, prime time. Now you're coming home playing a team that's 1-4. I mean, the Saints just stay in games. Like I know they had a weird one in Seattle, but for the most part, other than that, they really could have beat Buffalo. New England got a little weird last week. Like, they're just going to hang around.
And they had opportunities. Like, it was closer than 9 points that entire time.
Like, this team's just going to fight. So, I don't have a whole lot to say on it. I think the Bears win close. But
I think this is a good Ben Johnson, let's see where he's at as a head coach game. And not to say that this is going to be great head coaches are able to get their guys to move past the big wins and come out ready to fight the next week. If Chicago does that, I think it says a lot about Ben Johnson. So,
yeah, it's a big one. They have to continue the momentum. So they got to get it done at home. My number one was Eagles Vikings. We already touched on that.
I had that too.
Okay, my third was Fins Browns. So,
yeah,
okay.
I thought about putting New England Tennessee in there, but if Callahan was still there, then I would have. But otherwise, no reason.
Are we? Well, we can just go to that game. Are we buying the interim bump?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't Vrabel on the other side, then I probably would have. But I think Vrabel is going to make sure that they do not have a chance in this game to beat him.
Yeah, I think the Patriots players are actually going to be more pumped up than the Titans players this game. So,
yeah,
like they're going to play hard for Vrabel to embarrass this team. Like they are going to try to embarrass them. So
they might run it up.
I think they're going to. I totally think he will.
And I think it being in Tennessee just adds to that.
It's just the knife is twisting.
Yeah.
So
he's going to point up to any of those banners after. I hope he does. He probably wouldn't, but I hope he points up to whatever AFC South and
he's going to be petty in some way. He's petty.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. So I thought about having it at 3, but then I was like the Quitter Bowl. You just can't pass that up.
The Quitter Bowl's an all-timer. Thursday night, Steelers at Bengals. Who do you have in that?
I'm taking Pittsburgh with 0 confidence.
Feels like this game's going to be close.
Yeah.
I thought about the Bengals. I thought about it. Like, this is the Bengals' last chance. If
Flacco wasn't playing, then I probably would, but there's just I don't like Thursday night on the road in a divisional game.
No. Which Tomlin has not won one.
Has he not?
No.
I think we also need to add, though, that this division has been a very, probably the most competent division in our entire lives.
Yeah, they're losing to good teams. Well, actually, a few of them have been the Browns.
Okay, that's fair.
There was
That's
a
fair.
crazy one in the snow that Jameis won a couple years
That
ago.
James came back in last year.
Yeah. Yeah, last year.
That
Yeah.
game, I was at my friend's house. They had a
Yeah.
fireplace. It was the best.
Yeah. But I think this game's going to come down to the end. I think Pittsburgh wins, but it's going to be very close. I just like the Bengals. This is their last chance.
Yep.
Rams, Jags, London, massive game for both teams. Both teams coming off really weird games, even though the Rams won. Both offenses have been shaky. Puka, that video of him talking about the red zone efforts, like you talked about, came to life. I don't know if you saw that. He just ripped everyone on
I
the
didn't
sideline.
see it, but love that.
He said you have to earn the right to dance. He was screaming at them. Like, we want to get in the end zone so we can dance and celebrate. It was awesome.
That's my type of that. Yeah, Puka Nacua just went up in my rankings of guys
the
I
man.
like. You have to earn the right to dance because we dance and we're dancing on first downs. We did that last year.
Yeah, no. Touchdowns. Man, this game feels close too.
Excited to wake up and watch it. Like
I agree.
I have a tea time. I don't know what time it's at. I might not play golf because I'm excited. I'm excited to watch football. You know,
It's going to be a good game.
So
I think it comes down to the end. I think the Rams get it done.
you have the Rams. Okay,
Yep.
I have the
Jagging off?
Jaguars. I for some reason put you down immediately for the Jaguars for some reason. Home game.
It's not going to happen.
They're
It is a home
used
game.
to it. I was so unimpressed with the Rams' effort against Baltimore
You're down on
that, yeah. And I think the Jags just kind of, it was a weird game. I think that they're able, I think the offense is better than what we saw. I said I wasn't going to pick them ever again, but I'm picking them right now, so they're going to lose.
I'll take that.
So
Raiders, Chiefs.
Chiefs, but the Raiders, I don't have confidence in this one because I feel like the Raiders always keep it close. They find a way to win Kansas City
Rashee
one time
Rice is
every
back.
year.
First game back. Everyone's like, what, 3-4? Well,
Yeah, let's not do that.
yeah. But he is back. Chiefs are rolling. I do. The Raiders always do play. I feel like they play better at Kansas City than they do in Vegas against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't know why.
Panthers at Jets. Panthers only a 2-point favorite. Panthers have not been good on the road this year. I mean, this game is awful. I'm not taking the Jets. Like,
No, I think that Bryce Young has to win this game.
I think he does too. This is
There's
like,
gonna be
actually
a
important.
if you lose this game, there's gonna be a large,
I agree.
shot the other way in terms of public perception. So
No
I
Garrett
think you have to win
Wilson.
this game.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you have to win this one.
I agree. That takes us, or is Commanders Cowboy? Ooh, what is Commanders at Cowboys? That's got to be 4:00. That's 1:00. It's
No,
4:00.
It's 4:00. It's 4:00.
Okay. Well, they're not even on my top three. So
Nope.
number one, I have Colts Chargers.
Me as well.
Oh, it's a big one. I mean, the injury report's going to be big. I don't know who's playing DB for us. I think it's going to be high scoring because we can't.
It's gonna be a
We don't have
shootout.
anyone to defend anyone right now, and we're still scoring on anybody. I just like us here. I think we're still doubted. I think we're physical. I think we're an underrated, very physical football team. And the Chargers just feel like they're just holding on for dear life. Like, they barely won in Miami in a hot, long day. They got kind of beat up by the Commanders, who then we watched last night, didn't look as physical as we thought. So I don't know if the Chargers have it in them to play a really good physical team for 60 minutes. Like, I just think we're kind of getting them at a good time, even though we're really banged up too. I still think it's going to be close. I still think they're going to make their plays. I think they could have a lead late, but I trust Danny to get it done at the end. So I think we win a close one maybe at the end. It's going to be a really fun one, but I trust us way more right now. I think the Chargers are grasping for air.
Yeah, I think you kind of said everything I want to say. I think it's going to be a shootout just because of who these two teams look like right now. I have the Colts as well. Physicality was my thing. You're banged up in the secondary. They're banged up in the offensive line. Those are
Right.
It just completely changes the perspective, I think, of how I have. I think we're going to be able to lean on Jonathan Taylor. We've seen just a lot of issues with Los Angeles recently.
Yep.
They go East Coast, then they have to go back to
They've
the
been
West,
everywhere.
back to the East Coast, not
Yeah.
going back West. I think they're tired. But, Miami, that's a tough one. They have not played competent teams as of late, and now you got a team that has a lot of momentum coming in. So I don't think I'm gonna. I think no matter how this game goes, I don't think my perception on either team is gonna change.
No.
But I do expect Indy to win.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. It's huge for us to go to 6-1. And keep first place. It's gonna be awesome. I'm pumped. I'm very excited. So that usually means letdown, but oh well. I'm glad I feel this way now.
It's big that this is not in San Diego.
That's
Nothing
a loss.
good happened in that stadium.
I don't think we ever won a game there.
I don't know if you did, but nothing good ever happened there. Those little banner flag things.
Oh my
they
god,
had
that
around
place
the
was
stadium.
a living hell for me.
Yeah, nothing good happened there.
God, Darren Sproles. Okay, let's move on to positive.
Well, we
vibes.
talked. That's funny you mentioned that. Brent asked me who my least favorite Eagles were of all time, and I mentioned 43.
He's a nightmare.
Yeah.
God, he scored twice
No one will
against
take
us.
over Boston Scott though. So
That's true. Manders at Cowboys. Man, this is a tough game. I took the Cowboys.
I
And
did too.
I tried not
I did
to
too.
let last night play into it, but the Cowboys are getting healthier. They haven't been home in a couple weeks. I don't think the Commanders are very good.
yeah, I don't want to let last night affect it. I don't know if last night necessarily affected me that much. Dallas is going to be able to score, and their defense is the problem. That's why they didn't beat Carolina. I think Carolina has a little more juice offensively than what we see from this team. I think Jaden not being fully healthy is a big issue. He was fine. I don't know if it had to do with the conditions or whatever. I just felt like he wasn't using his legs like he can last night. And maybe I missed something, but I just felt like he was kind of stuck in the pocket there. Just no faith in what they can do, really. So
I don't either.
And Dallas is going to score. And there was, like we said, if some of these mistakes that the Bears make didn't happen, that was a completely different picture last night.
Yep.
So
I think that's everything.
right? Everything, yeah.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 differences.
Interesting.
I think I have blowout of the week first.
I might have to abstain and just say I'm not gonna get a point, but I'm not
Nope.
gonna lose one either.
Nope, you have to play. That is in the bylaws. Blowout of the week. I mean, no one's even. Oh God. I'll go Patriots. I hate that. I hate that.
I am gonna do it. I forget how we did it scoring wise. If I take the Giants both,
Oh my God. So
I would get +2. I would basically just get 2 extra ones.
you get
Did
the
we say
game
that
right,
there was a
and then you
third?
get +2.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take
you
the Giants
get-
for both because I have. But if the Giants lose, then I still lose one. But I'm not losing one.
You're taking the
against-
Giants for both columns?
Yeah, that's a thing that we've done, right?
You're taking the Giants to blow out the Broncos, and you're doing it for both blowout and upset.
Yeah, haven't we done that before?
Yeah.
Look, and the risk is obviously I lose 1 point, but I'm not getting doubled up because you took Denver or anything. I have no faith in any of these games.
Okay.
Truly none. I had the Patriots. You took them. Why not? Why not have some fun here?
I love it. Upset of the week. I mean, I'll take the Colts. Sure. Or plus money.
Why not? Yeah. Who could I have taken if I didn't take the Giants for upset? I could have taken the Rams. Not the Rams, sorry. The Jags. Miami. Minnesota. I had some options. Dallas.
Yep. Oh, I'm going to take Dallas. I'll stick.
That's a good one.
I'll take Dallas. I don't want my Colts to be there. Cowboys. Okay. Four differences this week. Buckman's doubling down on the G-men. I'm going Pats blowout, Cowboys upset. Any closing thoughts?
I just think we're finally have some interesting matchups on Sunday, which is exciting. So I'm excited to sit down and watch football.
It's going to be a great week. A lot of close matchups. Quitter Bowl, Eagles, Vikings. A lot of fun games in there. Enjoy the week. Enjoy college football. Enjoy NFL football. Burke, take us out.